that the same piece of equipment installed by two different contractors can perform up to 50% differently. Hey guys, this is Brandon with Advantage Heating and Air Conditioning. We got another question come in. This one's actually a really good one. We get this all the time. What brand of equipment would we recommend? The crazy thing is, brand and manufacturer don't matter nearly as much as you'd think. In fact, the number one cause of issues in the beginning of the equipment's lifespan is actually due to improper installation 9 times out of 10. In fact, there's a crazy statistic that I heard recently that the same piece of equipment installed by two different contractors can perform up to 50% differently. Which is a pretty staggering statistic. In fact, there are plenty of things that you could miss during the installation process for an air conditioner or a heat pump that may allow it to heat or cool fine, but it'll cost up to 30% more to operate that same piece of equipment. So the biggest thing outside of brand and manufacturer to really look for is the right contractor to craft the system together and make sure that it's actually going to run properly and run long term. I don't know how many times I've seen reviews online where people are talking about a certain brand making terrible air conditioners or making terrible furnaces or whatever the case may be. And in reality, most of the time, if you look through the comments, that manufacturer, that brand has gone through and spoken with that person, and it turns out that it was actually due to improper installation, not the equipment itself. You know, I mean, imagine you installed an air conditioner from brand X, and in 3 years that air conditioner dies, and you would assume that it was brand X's fault. Well, it could easily be that the whoever installed that air conditioner to begin with, or that furnace to begin with, just did a terrible job during the installation, or maybe they did a decent job, but they just missed a couple little things that are actually really important to the longevity of the system. So when it comes down to the brand, you know, it can be good to look at some of the top 5 to 10 major brands and look through consumer reports and reviews and things like that. I can tell you right now that just in the last 6 years that I've been working at Advantage Heating, we've probably worked with at least 5 major brands and manufacturers, and we've done really well with all of them, and have had some incredible reviews from our customers and great feedback, regardless of the brand that we've decided to install. So what we typically do when we're looking at brand is we do want to find a brand that has been around a long time. We want to find a brand that is willing to partner with us and is looking to provide us a certain level of support so that we can then provide a certain level of support to our customers and clients, because that's hugely important. Somebody who's actually looking to build a real relationship and real business partnership, because the fact is, I think there's a statistic out there too that there's a manufacturer that supplies up to 70% of the parts for a lot of the major brands out there, which means that a lot of this stuff is all being made by the same people, and the brand that you may be purchasing could very well just be assembling those parts together and really doesn't have any influence over the quality control or anything like that. So it's really tough to say what brand is best or what brand would we recommend. Quite frankly, brand is one of the least important factors to how well your system operates long term. Look for a good contractor. Look for somebody that you trust. Look for somebody that's going to be around for a long time. Look for somebody that has really good reviews. That's a big one. And then make sure that it's someone that you trust and you feel like you can partner with, and that somebody that you'd enjoy working together. Because if something does end up going wrong, the person that you're going to be working with is most likely the contractor who installed it. So as long as you pick the right contractor, someone who you know is going to have your back, be in your corner, and take good care of you, you're really probably not going to be able to go wrong. If you're working with a brand that not only have you never heard of before, but you can't even find any information on online, then maybe, do a little bit more research and do a little bit more homework to make sure that this is a quality manufacturer. But when it comes down to the top 10 to 20 major brands, you're really not going to go wrong as long as you have the right contractor doing the work. So